Alright, how's it going? I'd just like to basically talk about my job. I'm an impressionist, and that's what I do for a living. And sometimes it's hard to come across work, and you've got to admit that. But to be honest, in this day and age, any work is work really. And you might say, oh, you don't really look like anyone. You don't look like any kind of impressionist I know. Well, maybe this will help. Yeah? What about now? I mean, it's a bit wonky, but that's pretty much it, yeah. So my job is pretty much impersonating Hitler. You might think, I'll take this off now. You might think, how did that come about? Basically, I used to do impressions at school a lot. I used to do quite good Tony Blair. I used to do an alright Gordon Brown. And basically what's happened is I didn't really look like them, and I got my hair cut like this, which I thought looked cool at the time. Everyone was doing it, and then when I just washed it, it looks like Hitler. And so I looked at a picture of Hitler online, because I said, oh, look, my hair looks a bit like Hitler. And then I went and I just cut a bit of card out and painted it black, and with a little moustache going on. Now you'd think, oh, Hitler, you don't get many jobs. You do. You get quite a few jobs, I would say. Not most of them turn out to be jokes. I mean, you get paid first off, but like this, say a little Jewish boy is getting bullied, you get a phone call from someone. You don't ask names and that. I mean, when you're Hitler, when you do an impression of Hitler, you kind of get what you get. To be honest, you don't get a lot of jobs. So when I hear I've got a call, I go there, right? So I'll end up turning up at some little kid's bar mitzvah or something, and I end up getting like beaten a lot. I mean, just the other day I had about 9 stitches in my left arm. It's not great, is it? I mean, when you go to a wedding, a Jewish wedding, I get quite a lot of that. I just turn up, they say, open the door, do the old goose step. When someone says, is there anyone here that that objects to this marriage, I burst through the doors and start goose stepping along. Originally, some people found it quite funny, but in the end it just got offensive, and I'm not really I'm not getting a lot of work. I think that probably the worst experience I have, which I nearly went for jail for, was some little kid who didn't like his granddad told me to turn up at his 90th birthday party. I mean, he fought in World War II, so he's had a lot of history with me. I turned up, not with me, with Hitler obviously, but I was dressed like Hitler, had my little tash on, went in all saluting and things, and he had a heart attack, and died. So that's a pretty bad experience on my behalf. That little kid, I don't know what he did. I mean, you think you could tell the voice of an adult from a child, but you can't on the phone. It's difficult. I don't get a lot of jobs. The jobs I do get, I mean, neo-Nazi parties. I'm in Europe quite a lot, continuing his European tour, as it were. Got cancelled early. Probably shouldn't really be joking about Hitler. He's not a nice bloke, but this is a job, and in this day and age you need to get any job you can. And if you end up looking like Hitler, be Hitler. You get some jobs, you get paid before you do it, that's a good thing. Even when you turn up, you're not welcome, but you've got your money worth. So even if they just they pay about 50 quid for you to turn up to a Jewish wedding and get the crap kicked out of you. That's just what you have to do in this life, really. I mean, I'm pretty much getting paid to dress up like Hitler and get beat up. It's almost revenge in a way. I've got no such like Austrian relations or anything, so there's no link with me and Hitler as such. So I don't. Maybe it's not classed as revenge, but maybe just his image. Maybe like for bar mitzvahs they have little, like, I don't know, pinatas of Hitler, and maybe I've just replaced that. Maybe I'm a new fashion. Anyway, it's a job, and I just hope that you can all respect that and not figuratively hate me because I decided to dress up like Hitler. It's not really a choice. I mean, if I look like anyone else, I would probably dress up like them. But that's pretty much it, really. Hopefully, like this week, I've got a wedding to go to. I don't know what kind of wedding. I don't ask. It could be Jewish, it could be Muslim, it could be the one with the elephants in. Not quite sure what that is. I think they did it on The Simpsons once. That would be nice. I haven't really seen elephants in person. I've seen them at a zoo, but they're behind cages. I mean, I might get to, ride on an elephant. The other thing is it could be Jewish or Christian, but they have the whole breaking the glass, stamping on the glass, cracking that, and I've often got cut by the excess of that glass that they've smashed. I think it's fun to throw it in my eyes, so I did. I was wearing like glasses for a while, because I couldn't see well, because there was little minuscule like shards of glass in my eye, and I just basically wanted to tell you how hard it is being my job. Being an impressionist isn't all fun and games. You don't get paid every time. You're definitely not welcome half the time, probably more than half the time, maybe 90-80%. Sometimes you kill people's granddads, you don't mean to. You upset a lot of people, and it's not all fun and games. It's not all Alistair McGowan and John Coleshaw. It's not all like Matt Lucas and David Walliams and Rock Profile. I just thought I'd like to say, that's pretty much it. And if you need a Hitler impressionist, give me a ring, alright?